Leave it to me.
It's the painting. Sorry to trouble you. Thanks. Wait. I haven't said why. What I'm trying to say is, if I had been clearer, you wouldn't have had to explain things to Chisha for me. She's really nice. It's just, we're not that close, and I'm not sure how to respond to how friendly she is. I didn't want to be rude, so I couldn't bring myself to turn her down. I'll do my best not to trouble you and express my feelings properly next time. Thank you.
Thanks for your help, Rover. We caught the culprit before anything worse could happen. We were lucky to have you here.
According to the preliminary examination, we suspect that these tacit discords were agitated by the frequency fluctuations from a scroll painting found at the scene. The energy remaining in the painting was generated by its creator's forte, nearly overclocking. But rest assured, we've calmed her down and contained the energy. The painting needs to be thoroughly examined to identify its connection with the monsters and eliminate any potential risk it still poses.
Thanks for all your help. We'll take it from here. She fessed up when I first started talking to her, but clammed up when I tried to dig deeper. Well, honestly, she seemed a bit off to me. But we don't have time for that now. We gotta clean up this. We sure can.
Why? Mingyang? Why are you... Yes, we used to take painting lessons together.
You... I didn't... I hurt them. It was a mistake. I'm alone.
I wasn't hurt. It was so close. Part of it, I guess. I saw that painter. She looked like she was losing it. I'm talking shouting, waving her paintbrush around like she was sweeping the sky. I might be off here, but I swear those things on her scroll started squirming around before the whole swarm of monsters exploded out of thin air. They started to whack and thwack people all over the place. I was terrified and ran away as fast as my legs would take me. Not super clearly, but when I was running for my life, I heard her screaming at all those creatures, all like, "Stop!"
Ah, my head. Oh, it only a bit. It looked like she was arguing with someone right before the weird visions appeared. I heard stuff like, "Don't stop me, I've already won," and who doesn't? That's a good thing they caught that painter. Can't imagine what could have happened otherwise. Well, I've met my fair share of artists, but none that would gamble with lives for the sake of their work. That's a first for me.
That's strange. Huh? Oh, you're back. You, you figured it out already?
The painting blurs the line between reality and illusion, causing whoever sees it.
So, Mingyan channeled her forte into the painting, creating temporary phantasms. People saw her abilities and spread the rumor, believing she was the arcane artist from the tale.
The monsters described in the rumors were probably just exaggerated phantasms seen by scared people at night. In fact, I had sensed something odd at the mine, but after we met, I thought it would come to think of it now. It might have been Ming Yan's forte fluctuation.
So she was there at the same time we were. I didn't even notice her presence. But what could have driven her to create such dangerous paintings? From what I know of her, she doesn't seem like someone who would take such risks for personal gain. She kept squeezing my hand and trying to tell me something, but I couldn't understand what she was saying. I think she wants me to continue the investigation. Maybe there's more to this story than I thought. Besides, I don't recall her having a forte before. Maybe this has something to do with me. Huh? Are you sure? I definitely won't say no to your help. Actually, I've wanted it since we last met at the mine. You want me to decide? To be honest, I haven't really thought it through. I remember meeting Mingyang in an art studio in Jinzhou before. I wonder if she kept going there after I left. Should that be our first stop? She may have left some of her artwork behind. That could be a good start. I've never tried to investigate anything, so I'm not sure if this is the way to go. Okay, let's go. After learning about the details of the assault, we decided to push forward with the investigation to get to the truth.
Pointless! The witnesses on the scene made it clear that it was all because of Ming Yan's greedy ambition that she...
I haven't finished my statement, Mr. Baizi. Yes, this is the art studio. My memory did serve me right. Looks like she's been painting here. This paper. This white jade paper has a rich history. Its smooth, fine texture holds ink beautifully, exactly what you want for more delicate brushwork. Countless masterpieces, both old and new, were painted on this paper. Like Qinai's Voyage to Yun Mountain and Yiling's Qixi's Dawn of Spring, both two good examples. Whoops, I got carried away. Wait, there's a discount sticker on the wrapping. And it looks... Yes, White Jade Hall runs a yearly sale. I attended it 2 days ago and bought paper with this same packaging. Ming Yang likely bought her paper there too. Half of the stock has already been used, which means she was painting day and night until the incident. Different papers result in different artistic effects. Real artists can always spot these differences and choose the right paper to showcase various styles. White jade paper is my absolute favorite, but because it's so expensive, I can only afford to buy it when there's a special sale. I can't pass up a great deal, so I stock up whenever I can. It usually takes a whole day to carry all the boxes home, but I must say, really? Then I'll count on you next time. We have the same painting style, and the quality of our finished works is remarkably similar. Even if we use different brush techniques, our similar styles mean we should finish a painting in about the same time. Once a painter holds a paintbrush in their hand, they won't stop until every detail meets their standards. It becomes an obsession. I guess this is true for most painters. She painted so many. There is a difference. The brushwork on this one, see how heavy it is? You can tell Mingyang was in low spirits. And this one, the strokes are the feelings a painter has during the process of creation often linger in the brushstrokes without them knowing. They're present in every line, even if the artist tries to hide it. Yes, to me, painting is like a window into the heart of the artist. When words fail, these feelings can be depicted through brushstrokes instead. It is strange, though. She keeps reproducing the same painting over and over, using waters and mountains rest by the pain, valleys and peaks in the dream remain, colors of vanity washed away. The paint of this artwork is titled Serenity of Xiehua Village. It captures the scenic landscape seen from the village itself. The pigment! When did it get on my clothes? Huh? It came off with just a little white. It shouldn't come off the fabric so easily. Looks like there's stains from ink and paint that have been washed out over time. Mingyang could have improvised her clothing as a canvas. I used to do this as well. Whenever nature inspired me and I was short on paper, I'd paint rough outlines onto my clothes. After all, fabric used to be a common art material. Besides, using clothes does help to cease fleeting inspiration. It's a shame the clothes are stained forever, but it's worth it to see how different inks behave on fabric. How could this happen? Being picky about one's work is second nature to an artist. I'm no exception. There's never been a moment when I saw my art outshining someone else's. I've always admired my fellow artists, hoping that one day I could be as good as them, perhaps even surpass them. I kept painting and improving, but no matter how hard I tried, I always felt it wasn't good enough. This needs to be refined. It's not quite there yet. Still short of... I had these kind of thoughts every day while I painted. It started creeping into my daily life too. It's true that one might find motivation in these thoughts, but they can also lead one astray. I felt trapped for ages, until I finally figured out the path I ought to follow. Embrace my emotions fully, and create the art my heart yearns for. But if I found myself in the same situation as Mingyang, perhaps I'd react similarly and lose my way. She was forced into this and was looking for a way out. have a look at this. Seems like this pigment is homemade. But why are there herbs in it? Did she use a new recipe I'm not familiar with? Medicinal herb residue.
She must have been making medicinal remedies recently. This must be the leftover residue she didn't get around to cleaning up.
These herbs were used for medicine. Oh, so those plants I saw in the pharmacy weren't just for decoration. I've never tried myself. When I get sick, I usually just wait it out. My family always brought me remedies and soups. I never thought about how they were made. Sorry, I'm just not very experienced. I think... No, I might be wrong. Nothing. It's just a thought. I might be wrong. Then... I'll share it with you. The vase must have been on that cabinet, judging by where it fell. Looks like the cabinet used to be over there, but something bumped into it, and that's why the vase got knocked over. I bet the water on the floor is from the fishbowl. Huh. Okay, I figured it out. That must be the reason. Rover will definitely be impressed with my deductive skills. A gull puff jumped out of the fishbowl, knocking over the vase and causing it to shatter on the floor. Then it landed on a pile of paintings. Realizing it was in trouble and afraid of getting scolded, it's sorry. I need to improve my investigation skills. I see. I guess I jumped to conclusions. Oh yes, these are phantasms. I haven't done this for a long time. Yes, I rarely need to use my forte in daily life. When it comes to painting, I prefer the traditional way. It helps me to understand my progress and improve my skills. And artwork created with forte is indeed mesmerizing. So I've used this ability less over time. But it's fine to use it for the investigation. Yes, it could be related to my forte. Someone broke into the studio looking for something. However, they were startled by something unexpected, and in their panic to escape through the window, collided with the cabinet, causing the vase to fall.
This might be related to the Shangyun art exchange and Ming Yan's breakdown. Let's follow these tracks.
The clues from the studio led us to an exiles camp. There, we found new clues that pointed to a hidden player behind all of this. The trolley is worn. Maybe it carried something very heavy. Could it be they transported ore, made pigments from them, and then moved the pigments elsewhere? Could the buyers Mr. Shilang mentioned be the ones who stole the ore? Scarlet thorn, indigoite, and other ore. I took a look and noticed that these pigments were handcrafted from these specific ores. Standard pigments adhere well and last a long time, but these makeshift pigments smear with the slightest touch. I did mention this back in the studio, when my clothes got stained by Mingyang's pigments. Did she buy these low-quality pigments from the exiles? But why did these people...
Who are you?
Hello. We are...
If it's her paintings you're after, why are you here?
She wasn't in her studio, so we thought we could ask around.
I see. Just wait for her here. When she... Know her. We go way back. She's okay in our books, though she hasn't had the easiest run either. She helped us out a while back. Guess you could call us friends. She even gifted us a painting. It's somewhere around here. Oh, here it is. We're no fancy connoisseurs, but even we can tell that girl can paint.
I kind of like it myself. It's lively, bright, almost like you could touch the freedom and joy she felt painting it.
Can't recall anything noteworthy.
You secretive art piece.
Well, now that you mention it, I do remember her talking about making art you could step into or whatever. But her little art excursion stirred up some unstable frequencies. We warned her, but did she listen? Nope.
That's right, I saw her paintings myself. Tried to steer her clear, and what do I get? A lecture. Artists. Always on their own.
Sorry to interrupt, but mind if I ask what you normally do for a living?
Us? Oh, the usual. A bit of hunting, some gigs here and there. Just the every... No, not many jobs around. Just enough to scrape by.
I have an idea. Yes, I think neither these exiles nor Minion has told the truth. I noticed some of the exiles' hands were blackened. The thought suddenly hit me. What if so? They must be making a lot of pigments and ink sticks. The painting they showed us and the artworks in the studio, they all match what Mingyang described in her diary. Her diary shows us she had major mood swings, which really affected her art. All these strange things started happening after the Shenyun Art Exchange got involved. Good idea. people talking. Okay, I'll use my terminal to record it, just in case.
Mr. Beitzer stopped by again, grumbling about the delay in getting Ming Yan's paintings to the Shanyuan Art Exchange.
If Yin Feng hadn't pushed her, she wouldn't have gotten hurt. Now she can't even paint, and our order is gonna be late.
Hey, watch yourself. I just did what I always do. She's been rebellious and a bit too smart for her own good lately. I just wanted her to keep her head down and work. Who knew she'd... Luckily, I slipped away, and the patrollers didn't suspect me. No big...
Someone was here earlier asking about her case.
Doubtful. They might notice we're making pigments here, but that's it.
It doesn't matter if they find out. We pose as exiles. And what doesn't an exile do?
But we should be careful. Remember what Mr. Beitzer warned us about. Keep these things on the down low. And if...
So the Shenyang Art Exchange has been involved in Mingyang's case right from the start. No wonder they got all shifty when we brought up Mingyang earlier. Yin Feng. It was his signature on Mr. Shilan's transaction record.
When I asked him about the incident, he put all the blame on Ming Yan, saying she had ulterior motives. The exiles we questioned during the day did the same, trying to divert attention and cover up their own involvement at the scene in the first place. These distractions led us to concentrate solely on Ming Yan, ignoring other possible angles.
I have a theory, but we need that batch of paintings they mentioned to test it. But there's so many more people in the camp now. How should we get in? They might hide all the evidence if we barge in like that. Okay.
This should do the trick. Now, let's see what information we can find inside the camp.
Never thought I'd get worn out from something this light. What did you just say? That's it. I'm heading to the northern warehouse right now. Wait till you see me carry 100 of those supplies.
I can't believe the number of painters involved. They know where they all live too.
These addresses are not too far from each other, so the art exchange must be managing its network by... This camp is likely the hub for this district, handling transportation and supplies.
Judging from the list, it looks like they're still searching for... These paintings are all fakes. How has this managed to be kept from the public for so long?
If they go through the ports, it'll be harder for anyone to ever notice. We should look for more clues.
Impossible. We never...
You can have the money back.
You think we'll let you go just like that after seeing our entire operation?
What do you want?
A dead person tells no tale.
That's everything from our talk yesterday, boss. She's still holding her cards close.
Keep an eye on her for now. If she tries anything.
Understood.
This must be the warehouse they were talking about. There's still some leftover ink lying around. They're all from the list. This batch is all Serenity of Xehua Village. Ming Yang's work. These aren't just simple copies anymore. Now, she was working with them to create forgeries. In the end, this is the path she chose. I suspected as much, though I couldn't quite... I wasn't sure until I saw the paintings myself. Wait, this painting. It's the Serenity of Xehua Village original, not a copy. Oh, I see it now. This was the painting they stole from the studio. These copies, they're almost identical to the original, but there are some details, subtle ones, that reflect the artist's quirks, not just their technique. The painter, but if you look closely, you'll find that the finishings are a bit, more rigid in some areas. Well, that's because Look out! No. I'm just catching my breath. But where did these tacit discords come from?
Her emotions caused the painting's frequencies to fluctuate, attracting the monsters.
But she's not even here.
It's just... I'm not really sure why her mood is... reacting to us.
Maybe... Could it be because she did see what I could do with my resonance ability once? Ever since I saw her diary, I've been wondering. Maybe it was seeing my ability that inspired her to start creating those phantasms. Maybe that's why she began to lose herself in her art. It seems like all those accumulated emotions just burst out whenever we get close to her. It's all my fault. But... more exiles from the art exchange. Watch out! A new technique.
I can't believe it. I can't believe this.
we'd let you just walk away after you destroyed our warehouses and interfered with our business?
Business. Why is everyone so obsessed with making money?
Fellas, what do you say we grab that compensation from our friends here for all the trouble? Who exactly are you people? You don't look like you're patrollers. If it's the paintings you're after, take as many as you want.
Forcing people to make copies like a factory line?
It's just a couple of stones and trees on a piece of paper, for crying out loud. Even I could draw one with the flick of a wrist. Who cares for the amount of paint and ink that goes into them? I'd even go so far as to say paying those...
How could you measure the value of creation in such a way?
Oh, so you're also here for the money. Look, name a figure. We'll pay double if it'll make you shut up.
That's not what I meant.
Then what the hell do you want from me?
I want to expose everything. Aside from reporting you to the patrollers, I want to let the public know about all the forgery and smuggling you've been doing. The way you coerce the painters and put their lives at risk for profit? I'll expose it all. Is something wrong? I can't remain silent about this any longer. This is the only way more people can learn about the truth.
You better think this through. Genuine Art Exchange is not a group you want to cross.
I never painted for the Art Exchange's approval. If no one else dares to speak up, then I'll be the one to do it.
First, we keep these guys on close watch. Then, we need to catch them off guard. And the best...
Well, that's quite the story. At best, this merely proves our involvement in the incident, yet the real culprit remains unknown. Your accusations are groundless. Allow me to remind you, she was the one who created those paintings, insisted on selling them, and concocted the entire terrifying incident. Do you honestly believe her paintings would have earned a single penny without my intervention?
No. Mr. Baitsu, you're changing the...
How ungrateful. She ensnared us in this debacle, and now...
But before we proceed, I wish to present this audio recording to the court.
Oh, Mr. Baitsu stopped by again, grumbling about the delay in getting Ming Yan's paintings to the Shanyuan Art Exchange.
If Yin Feng hadn't pushed her, she wouldn't have gotten hurt. Now she can't even paint, and our order is gonna be late.
She's been rebellious and a bit too smart for her own good lately. I just wanted her to keep her head down and work. Who knew she'd crack?
Ming was initially only making copies. Everything changed after you stepped in. Trickery, misinformation, and later on even threats. She was led down the path of forging artworks for you. I do understand that if her own heart hadn't wavered, none of this would have happened. But there was saying she was the mastermind behind it all, that's...
Even so, how is forgery a valid accusation? Nothing like that was mentioned in your recording, now was it?
This evidence clearly shows that these paintings are no ordinary copies, but your way of making a profit.
There's no such thing as real or fake paintings. You're not fooling anyone. For it to be forgery, there has to be another original artist. These paintings are all the work of Ming Yan. Even if she made dozens...
Mr. Baitsu, do you recognize this painting?
Well, of course. It's Serenity of Shehua Village, the work of the arcane artist.
Then can you tell the difference between this one and the others.
Of course. This piece possesses a lifelike quality unmatched by any other, all thanks to the resonance ability of the arcane artist Ming Yan.
However, judging from these paintings, it seems Ming Yang's ability never stabilized successfully.
What does this have to do with anything? Do you have solid evidence to prove the differences between these paints? What you're saying is all speculation. There's no guarantee a painter won't make mistakes, is there?
Artists seeking perfection always choose the highest quality pigments for their most important pieces. During our investigation of the studio, I accidentally got paint on me and discovered something interesting about the materials used in these paintings. The original paintings had pigments that were purer and brighter, able to blend more naturally and retain color for longer. In contrast, the forgeries used pigments made from mineral scraps. These don't hold up the same, smudging at the slightest touch. We can distinguish the real paintings from the fakes simply by analyzing the ink used.
Doing so only proves the so-called original painting is created differently from the others. Are you implying that Ming Yan is only allowed to use a single kind of pigment throughout her work? How is this supposed to prove that we are behind the forgeries?
Because the original creator of Serenity and Shehua Village is me. Child, painting was the only way I could express myself freely. Everything I did and didn't understand, it all flowed through the tip of my paintbrush. All that I saw lived within my paintings. Whatever I thought, I painted into reality. This power to turn fantasies into reality gradually caught the interest of many. Tales of the arcane artist spread far and wide. I took great joy in my skills improving. However, I discovered to my dismay that my parents were using my creations to turn a quick profit. They were sold at unbelievable prices. Some sought beauty in enchanted worlds, using the paintings as a distraction from reality. Others resorted to hellish nightmares to inflict torment upon those they desired. My own abilities had led my paintings astray. They were being exploited, and everything was spiraling out of control. After I realized this, I began to fear holding a brush. I tried to paint without relying on my abilities, but my parents scolded me for it. They called anything painted without using my abilities worthless. After the family business fell apart, my parents vanished without a trace. They may have left behind a considerable mess, but freedom has also been returned to my brush. Xiehua Village was my first stop upon arriving in Jingzhou alone. Waters and mountains rest by the pain. Valleys and peaks in the dream remain. Colors of vanity washed away. The painted world fades, forgotten today. A poem I wrote, inscribed on Serenity in Xiehua Village. I know it's not that well written, but it's proof of my decision to stop everything I was doing. And that painting, well, it became the arcane artist's final piece of art. Ever since that day, paintings with special abilities gradually faded from everyone's minds. And I never used my abilities to paint again.
Well, that was certainly a touching story. But I'm afraid your words alone won't be enough to prove you created this painting.
Madame Juyao, to prove my statement, I request your permission to use and paint with one of these copies.
Granted.
Yes, Ming Yang's experience has made me realize something. To create art that truly resonates, I must first accept myself. The paintings I drew in the past, they were heartfelt creations. It's not just about proving a single painting. It's about so much more. If my forte is the cause behind all this, then I must take responsibility. I can't just let this go on and hurt others.
It's okay. It's just, I don't know, it just doesn't really seem that special to me. Maybe I just
So the rumors are
These
true.
paintings are really coming to life.
Huh? Why is the world inside this painting so distorted?
Spectacle is born from the mind. This place must be a manifestation of Ming Yang's mind when she created it.
What?
Wait, did you hear something? Zhezhi?
I painted it exactly like hers.
That voice!
Why is everyone still praising her work? It's all right. It's okay. She's gone. Soon, I'll be an even better painter than she ever was.
Watch out!
It's you! I've already done everything I can! Why are you still better than me?
Join me on here. We will together. Let you take more. Will the approaching sounds be beautiful enough?
You were just lucky. If it weren't for your parents holding your hands, you'd never have what should be rightfully mine!
Such a great lesson.
Still, I couldn't do it. Why? I perfected everything. It's all because of your abilities.
My abilities have nothing to do with it. You created masterpieces I wish came from me. Bold, free. I know art paintings have their differences, but the heart and soul we put into them are the same.
of art.
Remnants of the past.
When I learned the truth, I was heartbroken. I believed that by sealing my forte, no one would get hurt because of my paintings. I never expected them to continue causing harm after all these years. But Rover's words made me realize something. It was never about the paintings themselves, but rather those who sought to use them to hurt others. Mr. Baitsu, you run a highly esteemed calligraphy and painting institution, yet you've suppressed the creative spirit and violated these artists' dignity, all for the sake of wealth. Everything they cherished has now become a tool for profit. The works they held dear are just tools for your gain, and set before you is the original painting from many years ago, and the one I've just completed.
We received word from the Public Security Bureau 10 minutes ago that they have taken the exiles into custody and found the location where the paintings were hidden. Mr. Baitsu, do you have anything else to add to your defense? Very well. We will reevaluate Mingyan's charges, determine the Shangyun Art Exchange's involvement in the incident, and this hearing is adjourned.
It's finally over. I didn't miss anything important. Huh? No, not at all. I was just coming up with things to say as I went. I definitely couldn't have done it if you weren't there with me. Thinking about the feeling when we were investigating the case together is what kept me calm during the trial. What I meant to say is, back then, everything I said felt right. Like I could just be myself around you. It felt so good to be that relaxed. Thank you for helping me through this. You helped me find the courage to believe in myself. Thanks to you, look at the Shangyun Art Exchange is undergoing investigation. It'll be the end of their businesses. And the painters they coerced are finally set free. Thank you. I haven't felt this happy in a long time. I want to pay Mingyang a visit. After all, she was involved in all of this, and I want to tell her everything. What do you think?
My commission started with her. Plus, you and I solved the case together. Why don't you come with me?
Is the commission over?
Yes. I already had it taken care of the day we found out the truth.
All right, let's go.
Wind, guide me.
Zhezhi?
Your injuries.
The researchers have taken good care of me. A chat won't hurt. I heard about everything you did. Thank you for freeing me from those nightmares. You know what, Zhezhi? You may seem soft and gentle on the outside, but if your boundaries are crossed, I think you can be tougher than anyone else. And I still owe you an apology. Forgive me, because I was so obsessed with wanting to be you. The pain of these injuries managed to put a stop to my obsession with imitating your paintings. Maybe I was never meant to be a painter to begin with.
I brought you a gift.
See? Only you can create a painting with such light.
This is your painting. It's the one you gave me when we first met.
How ironic.
Your paintings were never inferior to mine. Just Mingyang, I hope you can find your true self.
Thank you for bringing me this painting. Really.
I think it's safe to say she'll give it some. During the few times we met, she was always passionate about discussing art with me. Come to think of it, the deep discussions we had and the painting duels back then felt like true friendship. So, seeing her in so much pain, I just had to help. I don't want Mingyang to lose hope and have someone who loves painting so much just disappear. To be honest, I didn't just see this case through to correct mistakes or help the artists. I wanted to tell you this back at the mine, but the words just didn't come out right. Thank you for being my friend and helping me through all of this, Rover.
While I have yet to uncover my past and who I am, every moment with you is a new and special memory. Thank you for your help, Zhezhi. This experience has helped me understand you and the world a little better.
You seem to be pretty slow on the news. You've given me the courage to joke around. Well, let's take it slow for now.